This new 107 low screamer Nedved is every free-to-play goalkeeper's nightmare. Because listen, on paper you might look at this card and think, okay, creative playmaker, decent stats. But the moment you actually break it down, you start to realize something scary is happening here. 84 offensive awareness, solid, not crazy, but enough for him to find space when it matters. 90 ball control, 88 dribbling, 88 tight possession. This guy is smooth. Not Neymar level silky, but clean enough to glide past players if you're smart with your touches. But this is where things start to get dangerous. 89 low pass, 87 lofted pass, with phenomenal pass. This is not just a winger, this is a creator. This is the type of player that doesn't just attack. He dictates. Through passes, quick one-touch combinations, switching play, he can literally run your offense from the wing or even centrally if you tuck him inside. And then, just when you think, okay, he's just a playmaker, you see it, 86 finishing. And you're like, wait, why does a creative playmaker have that kind of finishing? And then you scroll down, 99 kicking power, 99. That is not normal. That is striker level power. Actually, that's better than most strikers. And then you combine that with low screamer. This is where the problem starts. Because low screamer in eFootball is already broken when used correctly. Those shots that stay low, fast, almost impossible to react to. Now imagine that combined with 99 kicking power. That's not a shot. That's a missile. Goalkeepers don't save those. They guess, and most of the time, they guess wrong. You don't even need a perfect angle. You don't need to be inside the box. Give Nedved just a little bit of space outside the area, and it's over. You shoot once, and you're already celebrating. That's how dangerous this card is. But wait, it gets worse. 95 speed, 92 acceleration. This guy is fast. Not just, oh, he can run fast. This is the type of speed where defenders hesitate, because if they step wrong, he's gone. And when you combine that with acceleration burst type movement, he can create space out of nothing. One touch, gone. Second touch, shot, goal. And don't forget, 92 balance, 80 physical contact. He's not weak. He's not one of those players that just gets pushed off the ball instantly. He can hold his own, ride challenges, stay on his feet long enough to release that deadly shot. Now let's talk about his play style, a creative playmaker. This is important because it means he's not just hugging the wing doing nothing. He drifts, he comes inside, he looks for the ball, he connects your midfield to your attack. So what happens is he's always involved, and that's dangerous because the more touches he gets, the more chances he has to do that one low screamer that changes the game. This is a complete attacking weapon. And this is why I said free-to-play goalkeepers should be scared. Because let's be real, most free-to-play players are not using elite meta goalkeepers. They're using decent ones. Good, but not insane. And against this Nedved, good is not enough. Because when that low screamer comes in, reaction time is everything. And most goalkeepers in this game don't react fast enough to 99 kicking power low shots. They just don't. You'll see it happen over and over again. You concede a goal, and you're just sitting there like, how did that go in? That's Nedved. Now here's the scary part. He's not even hard to use. This is not one of those cards where you need insane skill to unlock his potential. No, all you need to do is get him the ball near the edge of the box. Create a tiny bit of space. Shoot. That's it. That's literally it. And that's why he's so dangerous in the current meta. Now let's talk honestly. Is he perfect? No. Heading 60. Forget aerial duels. Jump 64. Again, not his game. You're not crossing to Nedved. That's not what he's here for. He's here to receive the ball on the ground, turn, and destroy. So if you're trying to use him like a traditional winger, you're wasting him. The real way to use this card is to bring him inside. Let him operate in half spaces, let him shoot, let him create, let him be the main threat. Because once you start doing that, you'll understand why this card feels different. If you have a player like this who can win you matches alone. And that's why this Nedved is scary. Not because he's flashy, but because he's effective, consistent, deadly. So yeah, if you're a goalkeeper in eFootball right now, and you see Nedved lining up that shot, just pray. Because once that low screamer leaves his foot, it's already too late.